Hey guys, and welcome to products that I was wrong about. So, quick story time. I promise this is actually related. I was watching a bunch of videos on that Jimmy Kimmel segment, celebrities read mean tweets about themselves, and I about died laughing. It is just the funniest thing I have seen in a long time. And it got me thinking because I had actually planned on doing this video today. It just happened to be really good timing because I thought, why not incorporate sort of an idea from that segment into this video? So obviously in that segment, they're reading mean tweets about themselves. So what I actually did here, instead of just telling you why I'm wrong about these products, I actually wrote everything down, all the claims that I said that these products did, and then didn't really deliver. So hopefully I can also get these on the screen while I'm reading it to you so you can see just how wrong I really was. I have a handful of products that I didn't like that I actually do like now, and then a couple of products that I liked and now I didn't like now. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the ones that I said were really bad, but they're actually not that terrible. Firstly, I have the Rimmel Shake It Fresh Mascara. I actually did a whole video review on just this, and I'll link it right here in the little eye if you're interested. But, you know, I'm still going to stand by what I said, that it was a weird idea. What I originally said about this mascara was that it was a super weird idea, and it is the beauty version of the shake weight and not that volumizing. So I was definitely wrong on two of those counts. I don't know who comes up with these things or who was like, man, you know what would be great? To sit here and shake my mascara before I use it. But this is honestly the best thing I have ever used on my lower lash line. If you guys read the description boxes in almost every video that I've done since I reviewed this, this has been in the description box. I use two mascaras. I'll use whatever my flavor of the month one is on my upper lash line, and on my lower lashes I almost exclusively use this one. So when I said this wasn't that volumizing, I was definitely not being totally truthful. I still don't think this is a great mascara for the top lashes. I don't know why I don't like it there. I think I just have mascaras that perform, way above and beyond what this is actually capable of. But for the lower lash line, I literally have not used anything else in almost every video that I filmed except this. So I'm sorry, Rimmel mascara, I take it back. You really are a lifesaver. You're not weird. It is a shake weight though. I mean, let's just put that out there. The next product that I said that I really did not like, and I actually ended up liking it a lot more, is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So originally I said that it smelled like paint all day, and people are taking makeup as art too seriously if it smells like paint. It does still smell like paint to me. I don't know if you guys smell it like that. I still think it smells like paint. But I think I was using too much before, and I was going way heavy-handed with this. I've noticed lately that my skin has been preferring a lighter layer of foundation, whether it's light coverage or full coverage. It's really, I think because my skin has actually looked really, really good lately. I don't feel like I need a whole lot on my face, but if you go in with a lighter layer of this, it looks so much better. I think I originally said something like, I got full coverage out of this, but it really made me look cakey. Yeah, because I wasn't supposed to be doing it like that. No matter what kind of skin you have, whether it's normal, dry, oily, the one thing that you really have to test and test and test is foundation. And honestly, I don't think that I gave it a great first couple of shots to begin with, and kept trying to use it the same way when for me that's not how it worked best. So, you know, just add it to the list of things I was wrong about. Alright, so now we're actually moving on to the products that I said were really good and they actually suck. First one on the list is the Drunk Elephant Best Jelly Cleanser. As a cleanser, I think it's amazing, but that's not what I talked about when I was actually reviewing this product initially. What I said about it was that it had the most useful packaging I have ever seen. No mess with this at all, so mess free. That was a lie. This is quite possibly the messiest face wash I have ever used, and I will stand by the claim where I said that I think that Drunk Elephant in general tends to have very good, well-designed packaging. This, on the other hand, you know, it might just be an anomaly, but I hate this. I have a ring of cleanser on my sink from where this sits on the sink because it just leaks all the time. What happens is you open this and you squeeze it out. It comes out through this little hole in the top, and when you're done, you close it and snap it back into place. The problem is it almost never 100% snaps back into place. So guess what happens when you go and turn it back upside down the way it's supposed to be sitting? It all leaks out of the opening. I am almost certain that I have wasted more product on my countertop, on my sink, than I've actually used on my face, because that's how much this leaks. It's just a mess to clean up, and if you use it and then you lock it into place, there's still a little bit of the product left on here because you basically smushed it all out from when you used it, and it's a wonderful product. Like, what's in the tube is really, really good, but the actual design of the tube is just the worst. So this next one hurts my heart a little bit, but we're going for it anyway because I was still wrong. It is the Hoola Lite Bronzer. So originally I said that the Hoola Lite Bronzer is not cool toned, and I really like that about it. This is amazing. Really just amazing. Yeah, no, I was definitely wrong. The more I used this product, I really appreciated that they did come out with a bronzer for people who have lighter skin, or if you just want a really subtle bronze. But it's really the same problem that I have with the original Hoola bronzer, which is it is so freaking warm. I realize I am not the ultimate makeup authority, but I have learned a lot just, you know, testing a lot of products so far on my channel, and warm tone bronzers, man, they just don't work for me that well. I understand that bronzers are supposed to be warmer, contour colors are supposed to be cooler, but there are bronzers out there that lean more neutral than warm, and those are the ones that tend to look really, really good on me versus this. No matter what I do with this, it just looks so awkward and just like really an off color on my skin because it's light, but it is so warm. It just does not work. The one nice thing about this though, and I didn't actually mention this in the video where I talked about this bronzer, is it's a really great transition color for your eyes. So I might actually just try to depot this and put it in like a Z palette and use it as a transition shade for my eye makeup, but as a bronzer, no. Alright, we're getting to the big kahuna face products now, and the next one that I was wrong about is the Ordinary's High Adherence Silicone Primer. I think out of all of these products that I'm talking about right now, this one hurts me the most. I originally said that this was part of my superhero duo because they mesh and work so well together. But the more products that I've tried, so you guys have seen me test a lot of new primers, moisturizers. I've found so many more primers that are so much more high adherence than this is, and this has it in the name. I still don't feel like there's anything like inherently wrong with this product. It's only, I think, like $3.90 on the Ordinary's website, so it's a really good deal. But I do feel like the name on this is misleading, and it's not something that I would recommend based on the claims from the name. There's so many things that are so much more high adherence than this. Like, I was looking to see if I had them here, but I don't think they're on my little desk. The Ole Henriksen Counterbalance Hydrator, way tackier. The Too Faced Peach Primer, tacky. I have the Fresh, I'm not sure remember the name. It's some Fresh moisturizer and primer in one. Super tacky. This just goes on like a regular primer, and it does work. It smooths out your pores and makes everything look really nice and airbrushed, but high adherence is not very truthful. Alright guys, we are on the last product, and while the Ordinary primer really did, it kind of like personally hurt me a little bit to say bad things about the Ordinary. I think this one here is actually just purely the most disappointing on this list, and this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I actually mentioned this in one of the very first videos that I did on YouTube, and it's actually probably like one of my most popular videos, and I feel so bad now about it because this one really, the more products I ended up testing, the more I realized that this just really didn't cut it for me. I also made some pretty bold claims in the video about this, so I said, I don't have anything bad to say about this. My skin looks poreless and airbrushed, and this is a miracle in a bottle. Miracle in a bottle, it is not. I do still feel like it does make you look poreless and airbrushed, but maybe only for a couple of hours. It cakes up so bad around my nose, and even with the tackiest primer, I can use my MAC paint pot on my nose. By the end of the workday, so most of my foundations can actually get me through an entire workday no problem. They'll be a little shiny, but you know, they'll stay put. This one doesn't. By the end of the workday, you know, I have such bad allergies. I touch my nose a lot. I blow my nose, you know, I have my hand up against it or something. It's just, the product is all over my nose. There's like little fingerprint marks all over my nose. There's smudges. It just looks really bad. And, you know, compared to some of the foundations that I've tested recently, especially the Too Faced Peach one, it is so long wear. You look so airbrushed and perfect that, you know, when I go back and listen to the video about this, I'm like, dang. I clearly didn't know what airbrushed and perfect looked like because this was not it. Alright, so now that I feel a little guilty about some of the things I said about these products, we are done. I'm not telling you that I don't recommend them, because I think for some people this will work great. You know, if you have more neutral undertones or warmer undertones and you are fairer skinned, like the Hoola bronzer is going to look great on you. And if you don't mind cleaning up a mess every time you use it, the Drunk Elephant Cleanser is a really, really good product. Like, the actual formula is amazing. It's just the packaging just blows nuts. I have nothing against any of the brands that I talked about. You're just always going to find products that don't work for you. And I feel, especially with oily skin, you really have to do a lot of testing to figure out, okay, it didn't work like this, but maybe it'll work better like this. Or maybe I should use this with it instead of this. It's so much trial and error, and things that you think are really good at first, you know, you might try something else later that ends up just blowing your mind, and you're like, damn, man, I was totally wrong about that foundation. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I didn't intentionally say things one way or the other when I first reviewed these items. You know, that is genuinely what I thought about them, but I do want to stay honest and truthful with you guys, and if things don't work out for me later and I really did say, oh man, this was so good, or if I thought it really sucked originally and I ended up loving it, I think you should know. So thank you guys again for joining me. If you guys like this video, like always, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button before you leave. I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. I hope that my little rants hopefully put like a little bit of a smile on your face, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!